Hello YouTube from lovely sunny Douglas. It's Monday, it's race day, hopefully. There's been a delay, so 50 minutes to the first race, but as you can see I am nowhere near the track. And I might actually give most of the racing a miss today. Just gonna explore the island, see what else is out. And as you can tell, there's Micah carrying a new computer because, as you can tell, I'm coming to you in non-360. I don't know if it was the 360 footage because it's so work intensive on the processor or something else, but my old MacBook Pro just basically died trying to edit anything. So the battery was already on the way out and now something else happened. So I had to bite the bullet and actually buy a new computer. So in that bag there is a lovely little, what is it called? Mac Mini something, I don't know. Mac Mini Pro, whatever. And yeah, that's what I'm going to use to edit. So the plan today is to have a look away from the racing. I'm still going to go up to the winners area and all that during the week, but Klaus, who you know from the Goosel Egg, he asked if I'm around because he's not watching the racing every day. So we're going to head out to him, go for an ice cream, see what we find. And then tonight apparently the weather's going to turn, so my plan is to maybe get you some bad weather footage tonight. Hopefully not of tents flying away from campsites, but looks like it could happen. And then hopefully edit it on my brand new Mac Mini, which I just sold one of my kidneys to pay for. And that's it, that's the plan for today. More randomness, this time not in 360, but in normal. That's it, let's see what the day brings. Alright, I've switched to the glasses cam. And there's one advantage, so I'm driving out to where Klaus is at the Goosel Egg. And of course there's one advantage of driving when the racing is on. Look at the roads, it's empty, everyone's watching the racing. Of course it's totally no good because of all these silly temporary speed limits they put in now. Which, you know, I'm more and more starting to question the policing approach to TT at the moment and the general government approach to it. So I think I'm going to do after TT, going to do a video on, you know, sort of not an autopsy because the TT certainly isn't dead, but sort of a look back and seeing, you know, the good things and the bad things, and if we're going in the right direction, because I don't think the TT is going in the right direction at the moment. I think it's going in the wrong direction. I know it has to evolve, of course, but the way it is evolving and the way things are being done, there's just too many things I don't like. I don't think I'm not the only one. I'm getting a lot of feedback from others. So let's do a separate video on that. But if you are over for the TT, especially if you're a long-term visitor, go to the comments and let me know what you think was better in the olden days, worse than the olden days. What do you think of today's TT? You know, it's more Disneyland than motorbikes. Really, if you think about it, you know, what should they do and what shouldn't they do? So, because everything's about, you know, my opinion might not be representative, but let me know in the comments. Right, let's go see if we find Klaus and maybe go for an ice cream in Lexi or something. Oh, look on the right there, a lovely electric railway. It goes from Douglas to Ramsey, of course. Only doing so much.
David Johnson then 131.0 on lap 4, that was good stuff.
Oh dear, someone's getting a ticket of some description. No. It didn't look like a boy racer car, did it? I mean, how fast can you possibly go in that? Right, this road on the left here, oh, almost just missed it, is the Gooseneck back road. So if you're on the way to Ramsey and you want to go up to the Gooseneck, There's the little back road. It's very narrow, so if you're on a motorbike it's better. Because if there are cars, sometimes two cars can't pass, and it gets busy up there. There's a field, I don't know who owns it, but there's a field you can park in. Used to be free, these days they charge you a $5. Everyone charges everywhere. Some say, you know, it's okay, people want to earn. Some say it's just cashing in and money grabbing, but here's what it is. So yeah, that's the Craignabar back road. I'll put a link in the description if I remember. So you know, Craignabar back road? No. Gooseneck back road, which is a fantastic spot to watch. And we're almost here at the famous Groesel. Apparently the story is that they crashed at the corner when you first came here. And, you know, they called it a scary corner because they crashed there in the middle of the night in bad weather. Which must have been a bit frightening, or frightening corner actually. That's what it translates as, Groesel. And he camped here ever since. 45 years I think it's this year, isn't it? But looking at the weather, I'm not sure we want an ice cream. We probably want a hot tea or something instead. Let's see. Horrible parking as usual. Oh, my poor little tires. Welcome to the Groesel. So Klaus is getting ready. I think we're going to take both cars. So I can go back to Douglas after, and he loves driving his Porsche. He owns multiple Porsches, by the way. He's a master mechanic back in Germany with his own business. So it's nothing nicer than a classic Porsche, right? Just ignore that the free legs on the Porsche is the wrong way around. He knows. Same with the flag. I know, he's been told. But it's hard to get it down. Maybe there's a storm coming tonight. Maybe that flag issue is going to be resolved on its own. We'll see. Oof. Original Fuchs alloys. This is just perfection, no? This is so perfect as a sports car. You don't need anything more than that. This is all the Porsche you'll ever need. Was ist die mittlere Flagge eigentlich? Niedersachsen? Also. Always wondered what the middle flag was. It's from the city of Duisburg in Germany. Die darfst du auch nur hier zeigen und nicht in Deutschland. They have the German flag, the city of Duisburg's flag, and the Manx flag. And yeah, the sad truth is if you fly a German flag outside your house in Germany, you're automatically called right-wing. But here you can still fly it. Germany has a very strange relationship to its own nationality. There's a lot of self-hate. Cool, just gonna wait for him to get refreshed, and then we head down to Lexi Cafe. Grab some cake or ice cream or something. Of course I'm gonna let him drive ahead of me. I wanna listen to that. It's music! Such a nice car, that, no? Mach nicht mehr Video. Man braucht ja immer Content.
Darfst du das denn? Wegen Datenschutz?
Ha?
Musst du die nicht erst alle fragen, ob du die filmen darfst?
Na, bist ja in der Öffentlichkeit. Das ist ja auch Deutschland.
So die andere Fahne, die komische, ne?
Ja. Das hier ist die richtige Welt, da geht das anders.
One soft ice, this? Yes?
Oh. Ja, big. Ja, draußen irgendwo am Strand ist ja nichts, oder? Wo noch Sonne ist, ist warm.
Damit du den Weg wieder zurückfindest?
Das auch. Alright, we're gonna have an ice cream while the weather holds. Let's see what the day brings. What else? Where I'm going later. Okie doke. Time to head off somewhere else. Nice, huge ice cream portions down here. And actually, cafe is nice. Nice cakes too. Right, let's head down to Ramsey. Maybe we'll get some racing in after all. Right, welcome to Ramsey. Just had a quick shopping stop at Tesco. Totally not parking there to watch the session. Absolutely not. But it's fair enough, right? I mean, I bought my stuff there, so. And now it's so the sidecar race should be starting now. It's perfect timing to grab a few impressions from Ramsey while I'm here. Show you what it's like to watch from the Jewel of the North, Rumza. So let's just do that. Show you some, random racing impressions from here. It's a lovely day actually. It's supposed to be a gale force storm tonight. If you rode that in the UK, those guys would have just stopped you on noise alone, but over here, it's a little different. Long may it continue. Right, so welcome to Ramsey. Let's watch some racing. Connor's dad just turned up. Are they coming? You saw him race at 3TT, Southern 100. I think he came second, right?
Se vogliamo vederli al pub laggiù dobbiamo andare via.
Parliament Square, which is a great spot to go. To be honest, considering it's Monday race day, it's not actually that busy here. So usually this is one of these spots to go. Next one coming. No, I've seen it way busier. I've seen it way busier, so maybe, you know, the people who said there's fewer visitors this year were right. I don't know. It's going to give you a bit of impressions from here.
Fast geposten, ne?
That's a real hot battle, that. I mean, we are George Holt heading up the hill with height there, the path, so we'll be singing in the outfit.
Interestingly, you see that cameraman there. He's behind the barrier. When we filmed this in 2011, our camera position was in front of the barrier, right in Parliament Square, sort of there, where the tarmac is. So safety standards clearly have changed. Because we were right in the firing line, but it was an official position. We were supposed to be there. It's pretty crazy. Now they have a nice barrier in front of them. How safe is that? Where's some fun in that? So the other great thing in Ramsey, apart from it being a nice place to watch a TT, generally is, you can watch Parliament Square, so you start at the petrol station, you park near Tesco or somewhere there, watch at the petrol station, go around Parliament Square, watch a little bit there, maybe bring a step ladder so you can turn up last minute. But then you just walk around, and you can walk up to May Hill, you can walk along the little straight here. So it's another one where between laps, so the leaders have gone through, I have about 10 minutes to move, where you can do advanced spectating, I mean, you can change between laps. And you see the race from different positions, which is great. There's also a footbridge, so you can change on the inside and outside of the course. And yeah, it's a nice place to watch the racing for sure. So one day, if you're here for like a whole week or something, one day you should definitely watch the races from Ramsey. So let's go on the other side. Let me show what it looks like from there. So literally all you have to do is you go from Parliament Square down Parliament Street, take the first right. Very easy. It's Parliament Street. Turn right. And you're going towards May Hill. So you have to straight here, and then if you keep walking on the left, you get up to May Hill, which is a great sweeping corner. Or if you want to see the other side, go over the footbridge. And this walk takes you from Parliament Square to here is no more than 5 minutes. So this is one of the quicker advanced spectating walks you can do. And I don't know, how quick are the sidecars? 20 minutes? So let's see. And yeah, it really does not feel, I mean, it's busy, but it's not like proper busy, if you know what I mean. Like, I've seen it way busier than this. I don't know what that is. I mean, we're in race week now, so it should be packed. I don't know. Let's see how the week develops. while I'm here and have some battery, I figured I've showed you a bit of Ramsey, so we might as well head back to Douglas, try and get a quick glimpse of the fan zone, maybe of the next race coming up. Why not? So I think it's all delayed anyway, so should have a nice 30-45 minutes to drive back to Douglas, find some parking, and I'll see you up in the fan zone, hopefully, in just a bit. And here we are, back in Douglas, walking up to the grandstand. So it's 3:30. Took me around half an hour to drive here. Very, very relaxed from Ramsey to here. Because obviously there's lots of speed limits and quite a few bikes and cars on the way and loads of police. Including with the radar gun out. So, which, you know, was fair enough because that's a 30 zone in the town or a village there. So. But yeah, so back at the grandstand. See, you can even go from town to town between races if you really want to. So we're in the first lap, end of the first lap of the last race today. So I should be able to get 2 more laps at the grandstand / fan zone. And just give you some impressions from here, walking up to the paddock. Let's see what we find. You know what we call that in German? Zweizimmer, Küche, Bad. A 2-bedroom condo with kitchen and bathroom. That's not a motorbike. That's literally a condo on wheels. Right. Almost back at the paddock now. We're at the winner's enclosure, waiting for the rider. And you know what I noticed? Check the VIP area. And the VIP seating area. It's empty. Like it's a race day. Shouldn't that be full if they're also VIP? They have this massive tent. Am I missing something? Is nobody there or are they somewhere else? Even here there's nobody. Usually they bring them here. So what's going on? Why is there nobody in VIP? Is it maybe not as popular as they want it to be? Alright, there's your winner's enclosure. Somewhere in there is Michael Dunlop. Let's head down to the fan park. So they're going to have to do the podium. First interviews, then podium. And then they're going to come down to the fan park. Let's try and catch them there.
got. That's the maximum that we can extract out of the Honda. 32 podiums now for Dino, which means as a solo rider at the TT, he stands alone in 5th place. He moves 1 ahead of Peter Hickman.
The glass hat there, speaking to Michael, he's Carl Buckle, his brother was a top 125 racer back in the day.
Michael. I've been doing fuck all for
Yeah, they're probably... Here now, what do you know?
The podium, it was James Hillier!
I'll leave you with another random walk through the paddock. And, well, I will try. Let's see how tonight goes, because apparently there's a storm coming, so they already said that they are putting away a lot of the bits in the fan zone and, you know, all the banners and anything that could be caught by the wind, basically. So yeah, it should be interesting tonight. I might head out. So the storm's supposed to arrive at 10. So I might head out at 10 or 11. Just to give you a shot of the gale force storm. If indeed there is one. You never know over here. The weather changes. And to be honest, the government weather report isn't always accurate. Now I don't think that's really so much fault of the government weather report people. But the weather here is so unpredictable. So, you know, sometimes they say there's going to be a storm and there's nothing. Sometimes they say there's nothing and there's a massive storm. So let's see. This is the paddock right now. Everyone's happy. Good race. Safe day. That's what matters. Everyone came back. That's really all that matters. Don't care who wins. Don't care what the lap time is. They all came back. That makes me happy. Okay, yeah, that's it from here. So let's see what we find tonight. See you later. Okay, it is midnight, almost, I think. And I'm at the grandstand. You can see someone still up there in race control. Honestly, the storm isn't that bad, but you know, just while I'm here, let's have a look around this area, give you an idea of how bad the weather is getting tonight. Selfless as I am, I'm using the 360 because it's waterproof. There's your VIP tent thing. It's windy, okay, but it's not that bad. I mean, fine, it's probably a little different if you're in a tent. Oh no, now it's picking up. Spoke too early. This is supposed to be June, like summer and stuff. Fan zone looks pretty dead. Quick look for the paddock at night. Still working. It's midnight. It's a little windy, but really not. At the moment, it doesn't feel that bad. Obviously, it's really wet and you know, kind of sucks for people in tents. But there's a great, if you're in a tent and you're wet, there's a great group on Facebook, TT Manx Grand Prix Helpline, I think it's called. Just search for it on Facebook. Locals always open their doors. You know, if you need somewhere to dry off or you need a dryer or washing machine, everyone sticks together. And you've got my details anyway, so if I can help you in any way, you know how to contact me. It's in the description. It's a bit uncomfortable up here, but it's not that bad. So you can see the clean that. I can see the rain going from here now. Oh, okay, now I got so comfortable. Yeah, I'm going back to the car. This sucks. They said it's gonna pick up at 11, but kind of seems to pick up now. Ugh. Yeah, this is supposed to be summer. It's June summer? I don't know. It doesn't feel very summery. This park for me. Hillwood Centre on the left. I'll get a quick shot for a reel or something. Okay, look, I think that's it. You know, I think we have established it's miserable. But apparently it's all gone in the morning, so let's hope we get some racing in the morning. That's it from me. I need some sleep. See you later.